season finally is going to begin. I mean, like really begin on Monday. How long has this preseason been?
I mean, I would say it's felt long, but I mean, it just seemed like yesterday we was all in the summer, just meeting each other. So it went pretty fast for me, and I've been here 3 years, so it's been going pretty fast for me.
You've been here 3 years. Does it seem like it's been that long?
Not at all. It seemed like just yesterday I came in as a freshman, trying to figure it out.
And you got guys asking you questions now instead of you being the one asking questions.
Yeah,
How's that feel?
It's crazy because when I see Damon, I see myself how I used to be lost and like trying to figure out like what's the next drill, what's this, what we doing, and now I'm the one he's coming to, for help like that. It's crazy to me.
What was something you wanted to do better personally this year than you did last year?
I just wanted to show more confidence, just believe in my game. I mean, I put in the work, so just showing more confidence because I feel like I have the ability to do what I want to do, but it's just showing the confidence and just knowing that I put the work in and it's going to show.
It might seem like a little thing to some people, but you come in, you knock down all your free throws. Mm-hmm. What's that going to do for your confidence, and what's that going to do for your coaches and your teammates' confidence in you?
I mean, it'll be good for them, but I mean, it's just letting myself know that the work I'm putting in is showing, The game before, I missed like 3 free throws, and I was in the gym all week getting up my shots, my free throws, shooting 100+ free throws a day. So just knowing that the work is showing and just staying consistent with that, and just always believing in the work.
You've continually gotten more opportunity each year since you've been here. New guys have come into the program in this landscape of transferring out. You stayed. Why have you stayed as you continue to take on new roles? Does it feel like it's paid off of sticking around here at this program?
Yeah, I mean, I'm big on loyalty, and I'm just a guy who believes like don't make excuses for yourself, because I have all the resources here to be whatever player I want to be. So just putting in the work myself and letting the results show is what I believe in.
How is this team different than the last 2 teams you played for?
This team is different from the last team too. Last 2 teams I played for in the sense that I think everybody plays hard for the most part. Everybody just love to compete. We never have we've had maybe a few dead practices, but for the most part, every practice is intense, and we all just competing, going at each other.
And what is that feeling like on opening night when you run out the tunnel for the first time, 13,000+ fans?
I mean, it just feels good, because I've been going to war against these guys all summer, so just knowing that I'm gonna be able to do it against other people, it just feels good with them.
What do you feel like you guys learned about yourselves? I know they're, the preseason games, Coach calls them rubber bullet games, but I mean, you still take hits, you still, get feedback and learn. What have been the biggest things that you guys have taken, strength, kind of weaknesses, things to continue doing or things to improve on going into the regular season?
I think that we just learned that letting defense be our best offense is something that's really good for us, and just playing together, because when we play together, everybody looks good and everybody eats. So, just playing with each other and just letting our defense create offense for us.
How much do you like the new uniforms? I mean, maybe minor differences here and there.
I feel like the white one from last year was good. I mean, but the new blue, I kind of like it a lot. Yeah, the blue and the chapel blue, I like it, both of them a lot. But the white is kind of like, I like them equally the same.
How fun has it been to watch, especially in that last game for Deshane, Keontae in that first game, to see these guys coming in? Do you guys ever on, sitting next to each other when you're out on the court, like, oh wow, we got some guys that can play on this team. Is it been fun to see what this team's been able to do in such a short amount of time and the talent that's on this group?
I mean, yeah, it's been fun to see, but I'm not surprised by any of it. I'm going up against it every day. I'm with them every day. So only we know what we do in practice and how hard we go in practice. So I'm not surprised by anything that they're doing now.
It's one game at a time for every season, but what would it mean for this team? There was just a couple more losses last year than the year before. You didn't make it to March Madness. So what would it mean for this team to kind of have even more wins or get back to the tournament?
Really, the goal for us is to take it day by day. Control what we can control. We're just trying to get over that hump. So it's not going to be easy, but as long as we take it day by day and just control what we control, I think it'll be good for us.
10 days ago.
Definitely is. We getting everything starting to get going. Just excited to really get underway.
Having to just, redshirt last year and not getting to be on the floor. I mean, did that make you champ at the bit even that much more to get going this year?
It made me a lot more excited, a lot more eager to get on the court. I feel like I have a lot I need to prove, and just excited.
How difficult was it though to say, okay, let's just let the game come to me, let's not rush anything?
Definitely difficult. You know, you really want to get out there and do everything that you can as quickly as possible, but it's about patience, and I had to learn that last year especially. So it's a skill I'm learning.
In the handful of opportunities you did get, though, in these 2 exhibition games, how did you feel, playing with these guys as, finally getting to play the outside competition rather than playing each other all summer long?
Great group of guys. Love my teammates. Was really happy to be out there, honestly. I feel like we have a great mob that's all family-oriented, all like one team, one goal. I just really enjoyed it.
You made 2 threes, one in each game, I think. I'm not sure if you even missed one. Is that going to be a part of your game this year?
It's going to be a part of my game this year, for sure.
Is that something you've worked on in the offseason?
Definitely.
How many shots are you putting up throughout the offseason?
A lot. I've been dedicated very much to improving my shooting in the offseason. I think it's going to show.
This team coming into this season, coming off of last year, and you can't take any ownership in what last year's shortcomings were, but it was not a good rebounding team a year ago. Can this be a better rebounding team this year?
I feel like we have the athleticism and the size to be a much better rebounding team now than ever before.
Especially, I mean, it's a small sample, but 2 exhibition games. What is it about this team that does such a good job on the offensive glass?
I think it's just grit. We have a really gritty team, a really competitive team, just one really doesn't mind getting down and dirty. So I feel like the grit of the team is really what holds us accountable in that end.
Will your family be here Monday? I'm sure your dad's been eager to see you.
Yeah, family's going to try to come up for a lot of games. Hopefully they can get up Monday, but yes.
Last year, obviously you were able to soak in, all of the games and kind of the game itself. This year, if you're going to get some opportunities as well, is there a blend of that, of being able to observe, but also being able to apply what your craft has been, at least in these early couple years for you in college?
Definitely. I feel like basketball is a lot more mental than it is physical, and being able to pick up on things on the fly, being able to watch film, being able to absorb information from the coaches, really give that all to the coaching staff. We have a really great group of coaches ahead of us that really put us in the place we're supposed to be, teach us the things we need to be able to pick up on quickly. So yeah, I feel like that's a very big important part.
You got a little taste of it with an almost full UD arena for that first one, and a pretty decently full one for the second one. But have these guys that have been here been able to describe to you, like, I know it's another level for the regular season for these games?
No, they've talked about it, and I'm really excited to get in front of the entire crowd.
All right, a lot of information to process after a couple of exhibitions and all these weeks of practice. Are you starting to get a better feel for maybe who you are?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always good to play outside competition. You learn a little bit about yourself. We've got another 4 or 5 practices here before we'll kick off the regular season here on Monday. So I think there's still room for improvement, still some things that we need to add, and so we'll try to take care of that here this week.
Is this a group where you've got guys that aren't afraid to raise their hand and say, hey, could you repeat that, or I don't know?
Well, I think this is a group that, from the beginning, we've told them that our job as coaches is to help them become competent in terms of knowing what to do and how to do it, right? And then the willingness to buy into that and to understand that that's the way we need to do things all the time. So that's a process, right? And so what we try to do is continue to teach, right? Learn from the experiences that we go through in practice. It's always good. Like, we had 2 exhibition games now, so they can see against outside competition. So we'll be in the film room today and hopefully learn a little bit more in terms of what they need to be able to do to help themselves be the best versions of themselves and to help our team be the best version of itself.
Jaiun was up here earlier, and I saw a guy that isn't concerned about accolades or even minutes. He's concerned about being a teammate. How far has he come?
Yeah, really proud of Jaiun. I think this is his 3rd year. Obviously, he redshirted his first year and then had a chance to contribute last year, and I think he's worked really hard. And I think he's a guy that's a culture guy. A guy that for us will be a very valuable piece on a daily basis for what we do. So we're excited about just his commitment and what he's done.
What do you know about Canisius, the first opponent?
Haven't had a chance to see much on him. We will. The assistant coaches, I'm sure, will do a good job of scouting. I haven't had a chance to watch them yet, but we'll do as good a job as we can to make sure we're prepared.
Like every year, it's important to be at your best early this season with
Yeah.
some of those tough games coming up real fast.
Yeah.
How much is that? How important is that this year?
It's always important, and the thing is, we have to control the things we can control, so for us it's playing to a standard that we set, and we feel like if we do that, then the games will take care of themselves.
It seemed one of the best parts about Dayton teams in the last handful of years is there's any guy can contribute at any time.
Yeah.
It seems like that's a theme now, again with these guys. Keontae in that first game, Deshane,
Yeah.
Javon. How beneficial is that for a group that any guy doesn't have to burden all the responsibility? Any guy can be the
Yeah.
guy that night.
I think that's critical, when you can have multiple guys that can bear that load. And so, we've tried to recruit to that. We've tried to build a system that allows us to have multiple weapons that are able to have big nights based on, how the game's going, based on what the defense may be trying to do in terms of preparing for us. So hopefully this will be a team that has a variety of different weapons on both sides of the ball.
Any chance you get Jordan back in practice this week? It's still too early.
Still too early to know. Again, that's a medical decision. I think he's working really hard to get himself back. I think he's been able to do some conditioning and some non-contact stuff up to this point. So we'll see how the week goes.